cool. All right, so why do you want to learn presentations? Why are you here today?
Because I want to practice my English speaking.
Good. Eve, why are you here today? Same. All right. Jay?
Because in the next month I have to interview the Disney program.
Oh, Disney program. Very nice.
I think I should practice my skill for this.
Good idea. This will help you quite a bit. So welcome. Can everyone see this okay? Everyone's able to see this? Can you do me a favor and just look in the camera and make sure that it's recording properly? Okay, cool. Okay, so welcome to Presentation 101. We're going to learn how to present yourself with confidence. The name of the school is Silicon Valley English. Now, I will tell you a little bit about what we're going to talk about today. Again, it's going to be a bit of an introduction. Now, kungพูดภาษาอังกฤษเร็วๆคุณพูดว่า or คุณบอกว่าพูดช้าๆ right? Was that correct? Okay. I'm going to tell you the purpose of the school, a little bit about myself, why I'm doing this, the purpose, my idea, what the course itself is about, outline the 12 weeks, what you'll be doing every single week, week in and week out, and what you need for the course itself. All right. So the purpose, this is very, very long, but I am going to read it for you. We want to change the way we learn by listening to the students, what you have to say. You have an active interest in learning a subject. I want to learn the most fun way for you. For me, what I've discovered so far, I like to be in front of people. That's how I learn new languages. And so this class is based on asking questions, challenging your thoughts, and exercising critical thinking, and then acting for others instead of how we normally act for ourselves. And the idea then is that we'll be able to present ourselves with a lot of confidence. Today, I hope that you have the confidence to speak in front of people in Thai. I am here to improve your English abilities through speaking, through listening, through reading, and through writing. We're going to accomplish all of that. So, a little bit about myself. I have a bachelor's in electrical engineering. I graduated back in 2004. I'm very old, right? Very old. I've traveled to over 10 different countries around the world. China, Brazil, South Africa, Canada, obviously Thailand, Cambodia, many, many other countries. And I speak a few different languages. I speak Hindi and I speak Gujarati, read and write fluently. And now I'm starting to learn Thai. I worked in IT. Who knows what IT is? What is IT? Right, information technology. Why is information technology important? Why is information technology important?
We use technology every day.
Right, and it's growing. 10 years ago, when you guys were dead, like little, right? Didn't really have technology. Now, your nieces, your nephews, all the little kids have phones, tablets, iPads, everything, right? They're more plugged in, becoming a part of our world every day. I did that for 10 years, spoke in front of audiences of 200 plus people, trained over 300 engineers, so I'm very used to being on stage, very used to trying to connect and relate to the audience. Who's given a presentation before? Raise your hand. You guys are allowed to raise your hands, come on. Of course you have. Have you guys given a presentation before?
No.
Why not?
I'm used to presentation in Thai, English, never.
So you've given presentations in Thai.
Yes.
Totally fine, that's still giving a presentation. What was the topic?
talks, psychology.
Oh, right, psychology department, right? Nice. So you gave your presentation to faculty or other students or patients, right? And then what was the difficult thing about presentations? What was hard about presentations? Or was it very easy?
I don't know in English or what should I talk?
Topic, subject matter.
Yeah.
Another thing that's difficult is how to relate to my audience. How do I talk to you? How do I connect with you? By looking into your eyes, by observing, by asking you questions, I'm trying to get you to participate in this conversation. All right. So, another fun fact, that's me when I was a little kid. But things that I've learned from working in the IT department in over Fortune 500 companies and many, many other companies is that it's fun, it's great, but it's a very slow road. You start at 23, 25, and you work until you're 65, 70 years old. It's a very long time to work for somebody. It's very boring. And during that time, we never discover what we really want. And so, I've realized through all my travels, Thailand felt like a second home. America's my first home. India now is my third home. I like Thailand a lot. I'm planning on staying for a little while. So, a little bit about me. I like to go to concerts. That's a little bit of my family. I travel a lot, go to weddings. That's me and my niece. We just went to Khao Yai a couple weeks ago. And definitely love to party and have fireworks. Do we do fireworks in Thailand? Are there fireworks in Thailand? What do you call this?
Group.
Bloop? Ah, do you guys do bloop? When?
Festival.
Okay.
New Year's Festival.
New Year. Did you do it during Songkran?
No.
Okay, just December 31, November, or January 1. Okay. Cool. All right. Don't tell me the clicker failed. There we go. A little bit about my work history so you know where I come from, so you see that I have a credible background. Who knows DreamWorks Animation? Who's heard of DreamWorks? What do they do?
Animation.
Yeah!
Movie.
Right, exactly. So I have movie credits. Right? You see the movie, the names of the people that help create the movies? I have a spot. I used to work for Hotwire. What does Hotwire do? Does anyone know? Airline, travel, right?
Yes.
And I used to work for 3M. They make those post-it notes, tape. Yeah, exactly. I used to help their IT department. I used to work for AT&T. I used to work for a company called Teleconnects. They're very similar to AIS or True or 3BBB. Right? They're very similar to what's called a service provider. And then I used to work for a company called Cisco Systems. They make the leading network hardware, network infrastructure. They make the internet run. 90% of what happens on the internet goes over their equipment. And so I used to sell that equipment. So my background is IT, providing services, and then selling the services on top of that. So presentation, training people, that is my skill set. So why should we look at presentations? Presentations give you the ability to stand up and speak in front of people. Speaking in front of people is an opportunity. Giving people the opportunity to hear what you have to say. Every one of you in this room has something important to say. Every one of you in this room has a hobby. Infa,
Yeah.
what is your hobby?
I'm teaching Chinese.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right? Wouldn't it be cool to stand up in front of people and say, you know what, I affected this many people, taught them Chinese, this is my way to teach Chinese. That's very cool. Jay, what's your hobby?
เพลงกีตาร์
You and I should play. I play myself. I finger pick. What do you do?
อะไรจะ
Scrubbing. Nice. All right. So wouldn't it be cool to stand up in front of an audience and display your skill set, show them what you can do, instead of You're just a guy with a shirt and glasses. You're just a girl with pants and a shirt. You're just two people sitting in a chair. We are deeper than that. We have more to offer than that. And that's what presentation teaches us to do. It allows you to have a clear mind. When you present, you have to know what you want to tell your audience. When you speak, you have to have your words strung in a way that your audience will understand. And you also have to know how to interact with an audience. Asking questions, getting them to be engaged, figuring out a way that your audience wants to pay attention. And obviously we learn a lot about ourselves. We learn to prepare, we learn to plan, and we learn personal understanding in the process. Is that a little difficult to get out? What is that, by the way? Banoffee. So it's like a layered cake. Got it. Nice. Very cool. I should try one of those. So what is fear? Who has experienced fear? Raise your hand. Why? Why should you experience fear? Psychology majors, come on. I know you know the answer to fear. I know you know.
Got it.
Fear. Sometimes, but I think I'm very excited more than fear.
Okay, anxious or nervous, right? Have you experienced fear, Jay?
Yes.
When?
Now.
You're in the audience. I should be experiencing fear. All right. So there's a good acronym for fear, and it's false evidence appearing real. We create fear in our minds. How do we get rid of that? By practicing against it, by being in a safe environment where we know everyone here is going to experience the same exact thing. When we go in front of an audience of people, we can imagine them like this classroom. We can laugh, we can joke, we can invite them into the conversation, thereby eliminating our own fear. So, that's why I say we practice here. That way we don't make mistakes when we actually go in front of an audience and present. That's the idea. Now, here today you're going to find out what your style of communication is. Every one of you has a unique personality, and every one of you has a unique voice and a unique way of presenting your ideas. You're going to figure that out. You're going to get up here, you're going to talk to people, you're going to look them in the eye when you speak, and you are going to experience what it's like when people pay attention to you, how good that feels. And then you're going to experience what it's like when people zone out and they don't pay attention at all, and how to wake them up and bring them back in. All of that you get to experience it. So the course overview itself, the actual course, 12 weeks. Every single Saturday, 4 hours at a time. What are we going to be doing? Weeks 1 through 4. Weeks 1 through 4, I am going to assign you homework. You are going to take the homework. You are going to turn it into a presentation. And it's going to teach you how to open the audience, what to put in the content, how to close, and how to carry your body language so you can interact with the audience more. If there was a little more room around the audience, I might actually walk around and get back there if things weren't in the way, if wires weren't in the way. But it allows you to be able to experience the entire room, experience the entire emotion in the room. Absorb it, practice here. And again, I will be assigning you the homework for the first 4 weeks. Jay, what's been your experience for the first 4 weeks?
ครับก็มันเป็น4 อาทิตย์แรกมันจะเป็นแบบให้เราพูดมันเหมือนแบบมันจะมีบทความมา reading เนี้ยเป็น IELTS ใช่ไหมอันนี้เราก็มาทำ presentation ตามบทความนั้นแล้วก็ออกมา present แต่อันนี้คือเราก็ลองเรียนกับเขามาก่อนแล้วไงแล้วก็แบบตอนนี้คือแบบเขาให้แบบเลือกเรื่องอะไรก็ได้ออกมาพูดอันนี้รู้สึกยากกว่ายังไม่เคยทำกันแต่เนี่ยวันหน้าต่อวันเนี่ย
I tried to keep up. I heard Rongarian and I heard IELTS and I heard reading, writing, listening. How Matt, what has been your experience?
ไปเพิ่งพิเศษไปครั้งเดียวที่แล้วแล้วก็ตื่นเต้นแย่มากตื่นเต้นแล้วก็อ่านไปคิดเลยเราจำไม่ได้ก็ไม่ได้เตรียมตัวมาดีด้วยเพิ่งทำก่อนมา
ไม่ใช่กัน
อันนี้ก็ใช่กันตัวปากเลย
So we're moving into weeks 5 through 8. Jay and Kamai have been here from the beginning. And what we're getting into now is how to interact with the audience, how to pull you guys, the audience, into what we're trying to say. I ask you questions, I try and get feedback, I try and elicit experiences from you. And what we're going to work on is developing interactions, intonation, inflection, slowing, pausing, trying to get you to listen to the words. When people speak, do words have an impact? Do words have an impact? What do you think? Do words affect people? Yeah, do words?
Words.
Do words?
Word.
Words. Words.
Word.
Do words affect people? When your parents tell you something good or tell you something bad, are you affected? Do you feel good, feel bad, based on what they say? Words are all around us. Words can be the biggest bullies, or words can be the biggest pedestal. Words can raise us up, or words can bring us down, right? We want to figure out how to use that to bring the audience to us and raise them up. And this is where it will get difficult. You will prepare topics that you would like to present, that you think the audience wants to hear. Jay, you're up today. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. And then weeks 11 and 12. Weeks 11 and 12 are going to get a little, 9 and 10. They're going to get a little difficult. Oh, did I skip a slide? There we go. Weeks 9 and 10 are going to get a little bit more difficult. You get to do group work. I will pair you up with another person. And you two together will collaborate. What does it mean to collaborate? Correct. Work together to come up with a presentation. And you will figure out the topic you want to present on. You will figure out your strengths, and you will figure out your weaknesses. That happens in weeks 9 and 10. That's real world. Things that you can take to the job. Things that you can apply in any field. And weeks 11 and 12 will get very difficult. You will be put into teams, no longer pairs. You'll be put into teams. 3 of you will work together, 3, 3, and 4, depending on how many people we have. But you will figure out who is good at being a leader, who is good at doing work, who is good at explaining the big ideas. And you'll figure out real-world skills. That's what this course is designed to do, is help you with real-world skills. The secondary objective is to learn English. Through all of this, you will practice English. Right? You'll learn teamwork, collaboration, and delegation of tasks. What does delegation mean? To assign. Yeah.
Work in some part.
Exactly. You're going to assign team members to work in certain parts. Right? That happens later on. So once you get comfortable with your style, now you figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are. Right? And then after that, the outline itself, 4 hours of class. We meet every Saturday for first and second hours, 1 to 2 hours. Every student in here, every student, you, and you, and hopefully others that join, will stand up here, will present their topic, will interact, will engage, will be able to inform you about what they're presenting. And then every single student presents and gets feedback. You get to know what you presented really well. You also get to know where you need help. We're in here all because we all want help, myself included. I want your help. I want your help to make this a better course for other people. So I'm asking for your help. Hours 2 and 3, I will give a lecture on presentation theory. You are going to hear that today. What's presentation theory? makes a good presentation? What makes a bad presentation? How can we give good presentations? Right? That's presentation theory. I have a book that I follow. It's called The Art of Public Speaking. All of you will get a copy of this book. It's a digital copy. My lectures come from this book. You will have access to all the material. You'll be able to do the exercises and everything on your own as well from the book. And then hours 3 and 4, there's a plan to do IELTS practice every week, 12 weeks, 4 IELTS topics. Can somebody please hand me a marker? Thank you. So we have 4 weeks, so we have 12 weeks. There are 4 IELTS topics. So that means you get 3 weeks each of reading, writing, speaking, which you will do as well up in front of the audience, and listening. I will provide audio, I will provide the speaking outline, you will have a format. So if you want to take IELTS out, who's passed the IELTS by the way? Who's taken and passed? Nice. You're my secondary teacher. You need to teach with me. Right? Is anyone interested in taking the IELTS? Yes or no? Right? If you want to, this is a side benefit that you get to practice here with instruction. I also teach at another school, and I teach high school, 16 years old, 17 years old, the IELTS test as well. All right. And just the requirements for the course. Again, attendance and participation, mandatory, huge. If you want to pass, you will get homework and everyone must present. That's the only way you will get benefit from this class. Laptops are required, and the group project, since this is real world, this is going to be requiring you to meet people outside of class, coordinating, using the internet, using Skype, using chat, using whatever method you can to collaborate. That's the idea. You'll get a certificate from me, and you'll receive my LinkedIn accomplishments or my LinkedIn network as well as a recommendation from me. So, that is what the course itself is. I leave you with these closing remarks. The world is your audience. Take advantage of that opportunity and learn to present yourself. Any questions? Pretty simple, right?
Today we finish the class in 2 p.m. right? 8 p.m.
2 p.m. 2 p.m.
Sorry.
2? Yeah.
It's just only 3 hours.
Today's only 3 hours. Yeah, today's only 3. And then every week on the plan is to do 4 as we can get more students and we can afford this place. The plan is to do 4 hours. So the question is, how do we support this 4 hours in this place? That's the course cost. So, make sense? Who's interested? Actually, before we get to that, all right. Before we do that, are you guys ready to present? Ready?
I think after people should interview.
Ah, good idea, good idea. So you get the experience of the class. He's got a good point. He does. And I had them do the same exact thing. So what I want you to do, one by one, since you're sitting closest, come up. You're going to stand up in front of the audience, and you're going to introduce yourself. Tell us your name, your background, why you want to be here, and what you hope to get out of the course. And don't speak to me, speak to them.
Good evening, everybody. I am Subasit Nutasong. You can call me Tom. Yeah, I'm graduate from Kasetsart University, Faculty of Law. I come in today because I want to practice my English skill. I don't like English before, yeah, and that made me low skill in English. But now I want to practice my skill and I want to speak English in every day.
What are your hobbies outside of school?
Oh, my hobby is reading cartoons and playing computer games.
Nice. What's your favorite computer game?
About Counter-Strike.
Oh, good one. Nice. Anyone else play Counter-Strike? Nice. Cool. Any questions from the audience? All right. Have a seat.
Thank you very much.
Next person.
Good evening, everyone. May I introduce myself? My name is Sasipat Iti Sopapisan. You can call me Eve. I'm just graduate from University Faculty of Psychology. My hobby is surf internet, or sometimes singing or playing computer games.
What computer game?
It's very baby, just like baby dolls.
What do you hope to do in the next few years?
In the next few years, I'm not sure, but now I think I want to be a hostess. Air hostess.
Ah, air hostess, nice.
I think if I want to air hostess, I will develop in skill about English.
Very true.
Yes.
Any questions? Any other questions from the audience? Any questions for the audience?
Any question for the audience? Why did you come here? Everybody come here.
Yeah, for me, I want to practice my English as well.
Except practice English, another idea on another topics. Anything else?
I want to go abroad to learn to study MBA.
Wow.
Nice.
That's I told you. I want to go. I would like to go to Disney program. It's a go and travel program, and I have to interview in the next month. I have to pass because I want to go.
I think my if I'm good at English skill, I can get a good job. That's basic.
Because he invites me.
Yeah, maybe. I see.
Because I'm now free time. Okay.
I want to love English.
Okay.
Very nice. Very well done. Is that still recording? Okay. Maybe you can check. Still recording?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hi everyone, I'm Kudong Sapten Kun. You can call me Jay. Now I'm studying in the psychology in the class for 4 years. Yes, that's right. And now I'm an intern in the HR Network. This is a recruitment agency. It's a when I have free time, I like to playing guitar or watching the TED Talk program in the YouTube. Maybe it's useful for me, I think, to listen skill in this. Maybe. Okay, thank you.
Any questions? Any questions from the audience?
So excited.
What is your music style you like?
Wow, I love to the acoustic style.
Oh, yeah.
And just a acoustic guitar.
What kind of music in acoustic? What, country, rock, jazz?
Every kind, I think.
Who's your favorite artist?
I love the
What song?
photograph.
Nice. Are you going to bring in your guitar and play for us one day?
No, it's very heavy. I can't hold.
What do you hope to get out of this beyond just English practice?
Sorry.
What do you hope to get out of this course beyond just English practice?
I think it's nowadays English. I'm so sorry. English is very useful, and everyone have to know. Everyone have to interaction with the English skill or English language. And I think if I know it can be useful for. I get useful for this English.
Very nice. Any questions for the audience?
Do you have any question for me?
How long have you been playing guitar?
Since what do you nine grade.
Oh. You should bring and show us sometimes.
No.
All right.
Thank you.
Very round.
My name is Nita. My name is Infa. I'm a third year student at Faculty of Arts at my major is Chinese. When I be first freshman I plan to be in major English and minor is Chinese, but in Faculty of Arts it's very hard. English แบบว่ามันยากมัน so hard and then I very fear and it would be phobia I'm แบบว่าdon't like to แบบ listening English anymore and then I แบบว่าand then I change to be in Chinese major.
You found Chinese Mandarin to be easier than English?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I tried learning Mandarin. It was difficult. Yeah, man. It was tough.
ตัวอักษรพูดว่าไง
Alphabet.
alphabet Chinese alphabet is very hard, but in listening is in grammar is very like Thai language.
Okay. That's why it makes it easy. Okay.
แค่นี้
Any questions
Any questions?
from the audience?
Actually, my hobby is not teaching Chinese. Teaching Chinese is my job now. But my hobby is to be watching Korean drama. Series.
Nice. What Korean drama?
Doctor.
Is that a good one?
Yeah.
Any questions for the audience?
Can you speak Chinese?
จะว่าแล้ว
Just an example.
For example about
Every word that you want to say.
Introduce yourself in Chinese.
คือ when I speak English and Chinese it will conflict in my mind แบบว่า have to change the language อะ
We won't know. It's okay. Just try.
大家好，我叫沈林芳。现在今天我来看见你们很高兴。บอกว่าชื่อmy name is 沈林芳。沈林芳。And today meet you so happy. ค่ะจบแล้วใช่ไหม
All right. So a little bit of a time check. It's about 5:45. Now we're going to have our featured guests, Hamai and Jade, come up and show you what they've been working on, how much they enjoy it,